Hi, I'm Brad Morrison for Fact Check. Bill Clinton recently took time out of his busy schedule to take a shot at the Tea Party movement. While campaigning for Martha Coakley, the losing Democratic candidate for the Massachusetts Senate seat left by the death of Ted Kennedy, Clinton took it upon himself to teach us about the Boston Tea Party. The man that famously hid behind the absurd sophistry of parsing the word "is" when caught treating the White House as a frat boy panty raid, said, and I quote Mr. Clinton here, "You need to take back this Tea Party idea," he told the crowd in Boston. "They say that the original Boston Tea Party was anti-government, but that is wrong. The Massachusetts Bay Colony had a strong government. They weren't liberal or conservative. They were communitarians, which means they knew we're all in this together. What they opposed was the abuse of power." Now, that's a quote from Salon.com. Here's another quote from the same campaign run. This one from the Boston Herald. "I came here to tell the people of Massachusetts this. This country's revolution was born in Massachusetts. The Revolutionary War was first won here. The war was over here years before it was finally finished. It started with the Boston Tea Party, and the right-wing Republicans have appropriated that on the premise the Tea Party was against government." Now, I'm certain I can't possibly cover all of the possible fact checks in these quotes, but let me take a shot at a few of them here. Mr. Clinton claims that the original Tea Party patriots were communitarians. Really, Mr. Clinton? Communitarianism is a late 20th century offshoot of postmodern thought. Let me give you a little definition of communitarianism here. The communitarian philosophy is the concept of positive rights, which are the rights or guarantees to certain things. These include state-subsidized education, state-subsidized housing, a safe and clean environment, universal health care, and even the right to a job with the concomitant obligation of the government or individuals to provide one. To this end, communitarians generally support Social Security programs, public works programs, and laws limiting such things as pollution. So the Massachusetts Bay colonists that revolted against British rule were in favor of a modern liberal democracy? Huh? Gee, well, why did they then go on to vote for the Articles of Confederation, a decidedly anti-central government document? This statement by Mr. Clinton is on its face fiction. Now I'll skip over his mistakes about where the revolution began and move on to the purpose behind his statements. He states the modern Tea Party used the Tea Party moniker because they say it's anti-big government. Well, this too is fiction, Mr. Clinton. The modern Tea Party activists originally chose the name because the Boston Tea Party was an anti-tax action. The modern Tea Party is, at its core, an anti-tax movement. Mr. Clinton and his party are desperate to quickly brand the Tea Party movement as a fringe movement that is solidly anti-American and anti-government. The Tea Party movement is an anti-tax movement, and yes, lower taxes mean smaller government. But the fairly transparent and fictional attempt to claim that the Boston colonists' actions were in support of the liberal concept of an all-encompassing state is quite plainly fiction. So, fact or fiction? Quite clearly fiction, a form of speech Mr. Clinton is well acquainted with. For Billiken News and Fact or Fiction, I'm Brad Morrison. Thanks for viewing.